Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink and Leif Babin. Introduction. In Extreme Ownership, Jocko Willink and Leif Babin present a powerful philosophy rooted in their experiences as Navy SEAL leaders in combat. At its core, the book is about leadership, how to take full responsibility for everything in your world, and how this mindset can transform your approach to challenges in both personal and professional life. Through real-life stories from the battlefield and practical applications in business, they show that the principles they learned while leading teams in the most demanding environments are universally applicable. The central theme of the book is simple yet profound. As a leader, you are responsible for everything that happens under your watch. This level of ownership requires humility, discipline, and the courage to confront uncomfortable truths. Jocko and Leif break down leadership into actionable principles that you can use whether you're leading a team of SEALs or running a small business. While this summary captures the essence of extreme ownership, it is meant to serve as a guide. For the full experience, including all the stories, insights, and nuances, you are encouraged to purchase the book. Chapter 1. Extreme Ownership. In this opening chapter, Jocko and Leif dive right into the heart of their leadership philosophy. Extreme ownership means taking full responsibility for everything in your world, whether you are directly at fault or not. If your team fails, it's your fault as the leader. If something goes wrong, you must own it. This mindset is empowering because it eliminates excuses and forces you to find solutions instead of pointing fingers. They share a dramatic story from the battlefield in Ramadi, Iraq, where a tragic case of friendly fire occurred. Rather than blaming others, Jocko took complete responsibility for the incident. This decision not only earned him the respect of his superiors and subordinates, but also allowed the team to learn from the mistake and move forward without lingering doubts or blame. In your own life, this concept is game-changing. By accepting full ownership, you stop seeing yourself as a victim of circumstances and instead start identifying ways you can take control. Whether in business, relationships, or personal projects, when you adopt extreme ownership, you are accountable for the outcomes, and this accountability leads to real progress. Chapter 2. No bad teams, only bad leaders. In this chapter, Jocko and Leif emphasize that the effectiveness of any team comes down to the quality of its leadership. They tell a story from SEAL training, where two boat crews were performing at vastly different levels. After swapping the leaders of the best and worst teams, the struggling team quickly turned into the top performer, while the previously successful team continued excelling. This proved a key point: a leader's influence can make or break a team's success. As a leader, you set the tone. If your team isn't delivering results, it's not their fault, it's your responsibility. You must reflect on how you can better train, motivate, and guide them. Good leaders elevate their teams by giving clear guidance, setting expectations, and instilling a sense of ownership in everyone. When each team member understands their role and feels accountable, their performance improves. In your own life, this concept applies to any group effort. Whether you're managing a business or a family, your leadership determines the team's success. The moment you realize there are no bad teams, only bad leaders, you unlock the ability to steer any group towards success. Chapter 3. Believe. Belief in the mission is a fundamental principle of leadership. As Jocko and Leif explain, if you don't believe in what you're doing, it's impossible to lead others effectively. People can sense when you're not fully committed, and this lack of conviction undermines your ability to inspire others. You must understand and believe in the mission before you can ask others to follow you. The authors share an example from their time in Iraq, when their team was tasked with a dangerous operation. The team had reservations about the mission, and it wasn't until Jocko fully grasped the importance of the mission that he could communicate that belief to his team. Once he believed, the team rallied behind the plan and executed it with success. In your own life, whether it's a business goal or a personal ambition, belief is crucial. You must believe in the mission yourself before you can expect others to follow. If there's doubt or confusion, address it head-on. Seek clarity and make sure that you genuinely believe in what you're trying to accomplish. Only then can you lead with confidence. Chapter 4. Check the ego. Ego is one of the biggest barriers to effective leadership. As Jocko and Leif point out, the need to protect your ego often leads to poor decisions. In the high-stakes world of combat, where SEALs operate, letting your ego get in the way can cost lives. Similarly, in business or personal endeavors, unchecked ego can lead to conflict, poor decision-making, and failure. They share a story where ego almost led to a breakdown in communication between two SEAL units operating in the same area. By checking their egos and focusing on the bigger picture, the teams were able to collaborate and achieve success. In your own life, checking your ego means being open to feedback, accepting responsibility for mistakes, and recognizing that you don't have all the answers. When you let go of the need to be right or to protect your image, you become a more effective leader. Humility allows you to learn, adapt, and grow. Chapter 5. Cover and Move. The principle of cover and move is one of the foundational tactics in combat, and Jocko and Leif explain how this concept applies to teamwork in any setting. In the military, cover and move means that while one team advances, another provides cover to protect them from enemy fire. It's about working together, supporting each other, and making sure everyone is aligned toward the same goal. In business or personal life, cover and move translates to teamwork. No one succeeds alone. For a team to be effective, its members must understand each other's roles and responsibilities, and they must work together toward the collective goal. If individuals focus only on their own tasks without supporting others, the team will struggle. In your own life, embrace this mindset of mutual support. Whether you're leading a team at work or collaborating on a project, understand that success depends on everyone working together. Be proactive in helping others and ensure that you're aligned with the bigger mission. Chapter 6. Simple. As Jocko and Leif emphasize, simplicity is key to success in any operation. The more complex a plan or strategy, the greater the chances of confusion and failure. In the chaotic environment of combat, clear, simple plans are essential. Overcomplication leads to mistakes. They recount a mission where a plan was overly complex and ended up causing confusion among the team. After learning this lesson, they prioritized simplicity in all future operations, ensuring that everyone clearly understood the objectives and their roles. In your own life, simplicity is often the most effective approach. Whether you're developing a strategy for work or making plans in your personal life, aim to simplify. Clarity and simplicity not only improve communication, but also reduce the risk of errors and misunderstandings. Chapter 7. Prioritize and Execute. When you're faced with overwhelming challenges, it's easy to get lost in the chaos. Jocko and Leif teach the importance of prioritizing and executing in these situations. When under fire in combat, SEAL teams have to quickly assess the situation, decide what's most important, and take immediate action. They share a story from a mission in Iraq where their team was under heavy fire. By prioritizing the most immediate threats and systematically addressing them, they were able to regain control of the situation. In your own life, this principle applies to managing multiple tasks or crises. When everything seems urgent, step back, assess the situation, and focus on the most critical issue first. Once you've addressed that, move on to the next priority. This approach keeps you from becoming overwhelmed and ensures that you're making progress, even in the most chaotic environments. Chapter 8. Decentralized Command. Decentralized command is the idea that no one leader can manage every detail of an operation. Instead, leaders must empower their subordinates to make decisions and take ownership at their level. In combat, this means that even junior leaders must understand the mission and be able to execute independently. Jocko and Leif recount how they trained their SEAL teams to operate under decentralized command, ensuring that every member knew the overall mission and could make decisions without constant oversight. In your own life, whether you're leading a team at work or managing a household, decentralized command is crucial. You can't do everything yourself. You must empower others to take ownership of their responsibilities. When you trust your team and give them the freedom to make decisions, you build a stronger, more capable group. Chapter 9. Plan. Planning is a critical component of success. In the chaos of combat, careful planning ensures that every member of the team knows their role and understands the mission. Jocko and Leif stress the importance of thorough planning, but they also highlight the need for flexibility, as no plan survives first contact with the enemy. They share an example of a meticulously planned mission that had to be adapted on the fly due to unexpected challenges. Because the team had planned thoroughly and understood the overall objectives, they were able to adjust and succeed. In your own life, careful planning is key to achieving your goals. Whether it's a project at work or a personal endeavor, take the time to plan thoroughly. Anticipate challenges and be prepared to adapt as circumstances change. A well-constructed plan gives you the foundation to succeed, even in the face of uncertainty. Chapter 10. Decisiveness amidst uncertainty. Making decisions is a critical aspect of leadership, especially in situations where there is a lack of clear information. In combat, leaders often have to make quick decisions under extreme pressure and without knowing all the details. Waiting too long can lead to missed opportunities or greater risks. Jocko and Leif explain that while it's important to gather as much information as possible, leaders must not fall into the trap of indecision. They recount a mission where they had to move forward with limited intelligence, yet their decisiveness allowed them to maintain the initiative and achieve success. In your own life, decisiveness is key to progress. Whether in business or personal situations, waiting for perfect information can paralyze you. Often, taking decisive action, based on the best information available at the moment, is more effective than waiting too long and missing the opportunity to act. Make your decisions, commit to them, and adapt as new information becomes available. Conclusion. Extreme ownership is more than just a book on leadership. It's a philosophy that can transform your life if you're willing to fully embrace it. The core message is simple but powerful. Take ownership of everything in your world. Don't make excuses, don't point fingers. Own the outcomes, and by doing so, you empower yourself to make meaningful changes. Jocko Willink and Leif Babin, through their experiences in the SEAL teams and the battlefield, have distilled leadership into principles that anyone can apply. From taking full responsibility for your team's performance to instilling discipline and believing in the mission, the lessons in this book are timeless and relevant to leaders in any field. By adopting the mindset of extreme ownership, you're not just improving as a leader, you're becoming someone who can drive change, inspire others, and navigate the challenges of life with confidence and resilience. While this summary captures the essence of the book, the stories, depth, and examples from the original text provide a richer experience that's well worth exploring. For a deeper dive into the concepts, practical applications, and real-life SEAL missions that shaped this philosophy, grab a copy of Extreme Ownership and start applying these principles in your own life today.